Okay, we're back. We're back again. All right. Gonna do a couple videos this morning to catch up because there were a couple days where I wrote the prompt but didn't record the video. So I'm gonna do that. I believe today is day 14, which is pretty awesome. I can't believe we're already out. Really been 2 weeks? No way. That's impossible, but I guess it's possible. Today, I went to the beach to do the reflection. Again, as always, peeps, if you're not doing it in a journal with the pencil, you're missing out, man. This is the way. Our ancestors have been doing it for thousands of years. There's something to it. It's nice not always having technology to do everything for you. So, anyway, please do it. Today, though, I really enjoyed this one. And, a lot of these questions that I've been asking myself are questions to really get me to communicate with myself. All of this, everything we're doing here is learning. I am learning how to communicate with myself. Most people don't know how to communicate with themselves. So it ends up coming out very aggressively or very passively with other people. And that behavior leads to a slew of other really unfortunate results that I don't recommend. This has been the best way for me to exist in this world is learning how to communicate with myself, my issues, my problems, my responsibilities, who I am, how I got here, where I'm going. All these things communicated with myself help me to be prepared to communicate with the world and receive responses from it, and not be shaken and change who I am because of it. And that's all from this. So, what inspires me about myself and why? First, my belief in myself. I really believe at the core. When I get to those places, I know I can. It's in all caps. I know I can. One more step, one more word, one more. I can. And that feels real and true. Not something to wield blindly, a truth to be aware of and understood about myself. Just something I've discovered about myself when I find myself in situations where I need to come through. I always do. And it's not something that I feel like I want to press onto the world. It's just something that I know about myself that's there and present for those moments when I really need it. And I don't want to identify with it because it's not who I am. It's a piece of who I am. It's something that's within me, but it's not me. And the word steward always comes to me. I just want to be a good steward of who I am, of this power that I have to communicate, because I think that it's really cool. And I want to be a good steward of this communication because I think it's really relevant and helpful. And I honestly believe this is the most important work on the entire planet. There's nothing more powerful than one learning how to communicate with himself and other people. All the problems we have are from miscommunication. Everything in the world that's wrong with it is directly a result of some miscommunication about something that was going on. And with curiosity and with context, people become more understanding because we realize how closely related we all are. Bingo, imagine that. So anyway, I think it's really dang important. And that's why I believe in myself, because I know that this is an important message and I want to share it. Number 2 is my vulnerability. As I have developed a relationship with God and the world, I have given myself permission to be more and more authentic. The way I speak, think, imagine, and enjoy, all is me. I continue to walk that path in this prompt and these videos. All I ask of myself is to be me and let everything else order itself. There will be harmony. I want to read that again. It felt good to say. My vulnerability. As I have developed a relationship with God and the world, I have given myself permission to be more and more and more authentic with the way I speak, think, imagine, and enjoy. All of it is me. I continue to walk that path, even in this prompt and these videos. All I ask of myself is to be me and let everything else order itself. There will be harmony. Let everything else order itself. If I can be me and let everything else order, everyone else adjust to that, I wonder what happens to them. 3 is my love for people. Put it just like I think people are wonderful, joyful, creative, and loving. I try not to let the misguided ones or ones I simply do not understand muddy the rest, and I aim to enter each encounter with another person grounded and open to learn, share, and get to know what's under the surface. I love to laugh, and humans help me laugh the hardest and deepest. I know so many good ones. I am very thankful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just feels warm. And people feel so warm. That's nice. My adventures. My adventurous nature inspires me because I am always down to get after something I know will bring lifelong memories. I love that I am willing to cross over that line being just like, I don't know, you could say danger or unexpected things and just get out there and get out there. I mean, to me, that's just like all the retreats, just putting us out there in the middle of nowhere, letting things come together, letting the adventure build itself, and all of us being a part of it just feels so good. Next, I'm inspired by my imagination. I love seeing things from my perspective. I love visualizing someone else's. The places, worlds, intuitive feedback I get from my mind is exciting and magical. That's the word, is magical. It's from my imagination. So many wonderful ideas have been born and will continue to be born. I'm very thankful for my imagination and for thinking up this life I am living. This is all my life that I thought up, right? At least this, everything after what my parents helped me start. So I guess post-college when I got out on my own, everything since then has been on me. That's pretty cool. Been my vision. The way I want to live, which is pretty cool. My work, I'm inspired by my work. Maybe the thing that most inspires me is learning to communicate with myself and others has been the greatest achievement of my life. Teaching others to do this, coaching them to be their most authentic, leading them to blaze their own trail in life and become legends, 'tis the most powerful and glorious work I could imagine doing. Creating art and tools to help people do this on their own, it's all simply the most profound and useful work there is. I am so blessed to do it and live it. And that just feels so purposeful. So many people want to find their purpose. I think your purpose is somewhere between your talent and what the world needs the most. The world needs, not wants, what it needs. What it needs is where your talent can be most useful. It's also where it's going to require the most time to like get used to it. I think there's something really special there. And for me, I'm a really big communicator. Most people don't like to talk about how they actually are. So naturally, it's what the world needs and what I'm really good at. And that causes the tension and the friction, which helps me to grow and expand. And then there's heat and flame and good things happen. God, that's a really cool nook and cranny. Boom, baby, we found something. That's something. I think we're going to make a podcast episode on this. Yeah, I think we are. And this is how podcasts are born in my mind. A piece of awareness, something that can be magnified into. Everything can be, but something specific that resonates with me on a deeper level. Come back to that. So many things about me are inspiring to myself. I am a good man, I am a genuine man, a caring man, a real man. I am thankful for me being honest here in the world, for me being here in the world and wanting to make it a better place while enjoying all it has to offer. Presence, peace, and power, legends find a way. Yeah. What inspires me about myself and why? That's the prompt. That's an absolutely fantastic prompt. I challenge you to find many things that inspire you about yourself. If you aren't inspired by yourself, then you are leaving a lot on the table. You're placing inspiration outside of you. Everything that you desire, though, is inside of you already. It's just a matter of getting through whatever it is you feel like you don't want to give yourself permission to be because of something that's happened that's disproved what you know is true about yourself. You can rewind that because that's just, and that's the truth. And for me, there have been many, many layers of muck I had to scrape off the floor to see that the floor has always been perfect. The floor has always been shiny. I just muddied it up with my own perception of who I was based off of who I wasn't, my own perception of who I am based off of who I was in moments that I can no longer get back. Those are gone. I can still be this person that is amazing now. Just because I didn't act and move in that direction then doesn't mean that I'm not capable of doing it now. But what stops a lot of people from doing that, making that transition, is guilt, shame, anger, resentment, sadness, and mostly just their misery. and their desire to be heard in a time where they weren't, or seen in a time that's gone. You can do that now for yourself, and that's the point of this prompt. What inspires me about me? I mean, because the things that inspire me about me, other people might be inspired by. And I think we don't take enough time, and people aren't honest enough to really tell people what they think on a positive level. We always have negative feedback for each other. Rarely are people like just building people up left and right. That was a rant. I liked it. Anyway, wishing you all the best today. Presence, peace, and power be with you. Legends find a way. Day 14. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really like this one. I'm going to record some other ones too. Appreciate all of you. Hope this was helpful. If it was, feel free to leave your reflection or one thing that inspires you about yourself below in the comments section. I'm still waiting. It's 14 days. I haven't had anyone share yet. I'm holding out. I know someone will. Will it be you? I hope. Anyway, wishing you the best today. Peace.